What the F are you supposed to do when you walk past a woman alone at night to let her know you're not a murderer? I walk my dog in the evening when I get home from work on a local trail. I frequently walk past women who are alone and act like I'm the next Ted Bundy. I get it, they're obviously in a vulnerable position, but what am I supposed to do to let them know I mean them no harm? Run past them as fast as you can, so it looks like you're on your way to murder somebody else. Then they know they're off the hook. Should I do it clothed or unclothed? You should have clothes, but not be wearing them. A loincloth will suffice. I always just ignore them unless they greet me because in my mind the best way to say, "I'm not going to attack you," is to not even acknowledge the person.
Yes. Please don't even acknowledge my presence. That's the easiest way for me to know that you're not even interested in me. If a guy talks to me, it generally means he's confident in whatever action he plans on taking. Sure, a serial killer could come up without talking to me or whatever, but he's likely indicating that he's aware of me if he's looking at me and paying attention to me.
As soon as you pass her, make a U-turn and trail her for like 5 secs. If she doesn't start running, she probably has no situational awareness and didn't even see you in the first place. If she does start running, just turn back around. You help her get to her destination a little faster, and you don't have to worry if she thinks you're a murderer or not, she definitely does. Chaotic good. Talk to your puppy will make you 10 less intimidating. Say something like "almost home, buddy, you're doing great," and interact with your dog. If she looks at you, give her a smile, then continue to look at your dog. Men alone are kinda scary, men with dogs look like they got better things to do than murder you. I do this when I am passing people, period. My dog is cute, but a complete spaz when people try to pet her, so I am always telling her she is a good girl as we pass people, and they don't ask to pet her. I am typically consciously holding the leash in a way that has more control of her, and it is obvious to the people I am passing. Try that. If your focus is on the dog, very obviously, you go from threatening to caring, and it should all be fine. And then, when they least expect it, commit murder. Buy a light-up dog collar off Amazon for like $10. If your dog has a glowing neon pink collar, you both are going to look much less threatening. I got one for my black lab, and it makes him look a lot less scary. Better effect if you wear the collar yourself. As a woman who gets scared by random guys on the street, this is the only advice I've read so far that would make a difference to me. Bright pink or purple would be best, otherwise green or blue. No red. Look at your phone to let her know that you don't care. That's funny, I read the book Netflix's Mindhunter is based on, and this was part of Ed Kemper's MO. He'd glance at his watch when offering girls a ride in his car, to imply that he was kinda in a hurry and doing them a favor. I don't want to spoil the book, but he was not doing them any favors. So, guys, we sure about telling off all this stuff? Love that book. If you're interested in reading more by him, and are not already, he has a really cool book where he looks through famous old cases and analyzing those, called The Cases That Haunt Us. Very good read.
I know this is Askman, but I'm a woman and have been in these situations, so can give you her view. It's not that I think I'm going to get raped and or murdered after all. If I did, I'd be running in the opposite direction, not wasting time giving you distrustful sideways glances. It's just a fairly standard sense of self-preservation kicking in when I'm walking alone in the dark and a stranger is nearby. It's not that women think all men are rapists, it is not at all the case. It's that you're a stranger, and I'm in a vulnerable position, and for all I know, you could be a predator waiting to make your move. It's not about you and it's not about men versus women, it's about instinct. Our brains formed this sense of anxiety when we needed to protect ourselves from lions and tigers and bears, oh my, but it hasn't caught up with the fact that we no longer need to worry about getting eaten by such things. Humans are our primary threat nowadays, and if we're going to get attacked on a dark, lonely night, it'll likely be by a human. So we worry, and we avoid. Honestly, there's not a great deal you can do. There are a few simple, obvious things like don't wear your hood up, and maybe try to refrain from balaclavas and standing under streetlights in a clown costume. Ultimately, this is an instinctual thing, and you're not going to be able to override that. Sorry, I can't offer more advice, but you're asking how to overcome millennia of individual self-preservation.
Nothing. Ignore her. Don't even look at her. But what if she is a murderer? Now you're even more vulnerable. Well, then you're fricked, cause women don't just kill people, they kill them and then vanish them, and then act like a man did it. /s. Look them dead in the eyes to let them see that you are open and honest, then walk straight at them without blinking or breaking eye contact with an outstretched hand for a reassuring handshake. I once yelled, "I'm not going to hurt you, I fricking leave here," at this old lady who gave me terrified murder stares. She walked away even faster while clutching her daughter. I go elsewhere to do that. I follow Middle Eastern protocol. Namely, politely ignore them. Stay relaxed and respond briefly only if she acknowledges you first. Smile, tip your hat, reciprocate her hello, and move on. Shuffle your feet to let them know you are there. Cross over to the opposite side of the street. Hum to yourself. Talk on your phone. You forgot one step. As you are tipping your hat, say, "Me lady." Now she will know you are a nice guy. Honestly, if you have a dog with you, you already seem less intimidating. To maximize this effect, give your dog a cute costume to wear. And wear a full-body pink jumpsuit and act like a retard. Have a phone call with someone in a friendly tone of voice. People will pick up on the friendly tone even before they hear what you're saying. Speaking aloud will also establish that you're not trying to sneak up on them. And that your attention is somewhere other than on them. Have a phone call with someone in a friendly tone of voice. "Okay, Bill. I have the duct tape, zip ties and the garbage bags. Oh, look, a pretty one is walking toward me right now." Like, comment, and share. Reddit Story Topper. Subscribe now.